Yo, so guys, and welcome to day 2 of 0 to 2 million in 7 days. Hey you! Would you like some cheap and reliable coins? Well, don't worry, because I've got you a place. Make sure to head over to FIFA Coin Zone hotswazlad.com and use discount code FLAIR for 2% off. Or, what you could do, which is a little bit more reasonable, is use your Amazon Prime or $4.99 subscription over on my Twitch channel. Now you may ask, why would you want to do that? That's a pretty good question. I've got you sorted. Basically, you get a daily trading guide. And what if I've got some questions? Twitter DM, Twitch DM, email, business email, you name it. Thanks for watching, and make sure to enjoy the video. So I'm just going to give you guys a little overview of how it's all looking now. I haven't actually sold a lot of players on off stream. I really should have done that, or off video, I guess. But yeah, here's just a bunch of players we sold on. Obviously, the bronzes were all players we got in bronze packs, and the golds, obviously, all guys we got in gold packs. Now, a lot of people, and you know, some people may ask me, why don't I list up fitnesses? Because fitnesses sell. Well, what I find is there's way more gold non-rares out there that I could sell for 200 coins than a fitness. I'd shout the probability that you have maybe a 1 in 5 chance of selling a bronze fitness, but I may have a 100% chance of selling a non-rare bronze, but you have to wait 50 minutes for it to sell on. So I find that a way more effective way of filling up my transfer list than selling on a non-rare fitness that has a 1 in 5 chance. I might as well fill the transfer list up with bronzes and managers and just stuff that has a lot higher chance of selling on. So that's that. I'm probably sitting on about 220, 230k if I was to go and sell on like the players in the club, because I've got a bunch of 83s. But yeah, so we're looking pretty good at the beginning of day 1. Probably going to do a bunch of bronze pack just to fill up the transfer list. Then we'll do some probably some SBCs in the league or the humble beginnings. Then we'll crack under with some silver packs, and that's it. We'll just try and alternate the sort of content you guys are going to get. So to give you guys the first decent pack of the day, we actually get a few decent players in this one. So we get this guy right here. He's going to go for a nice little 700 coins because he's using the Superliga SBC. Then got this guy. He's using the Bundesliga SBC. I think that's probably what, like another like 400 coins in that. So that's really 1.1k off that pack. Matey boy, is he worth anything? Nah, nothing really, so we'll store him in the club. More effective way, by the way, rather than like sending all them down, is just send them all discard and then send that guy up. But yeah, I've had a pretty decent pack lot this morning. I think we picked up like one or two odd rares, and it's been pretty decent. Nothing too mad, of course. If we do get any 2-3k players, you guys would know about it. But yeah, nothing too mad. Boy, we will do those. We will go and show you guys when we get our next decent bronze pack. So because what we've done already is we've got a full transfer list because we've just been doing a bunch of BPM, and we've obviously done the advanced SBCs. The next SBCs we're going to be moving on to is going to be the league. Now, just before I do the league SBCs, we're going to do some silver upgrades like we did in the last episode. And that's because if I end up having like 5-6 players from a certain team in a league SBC, well, I'll probably go and do that one. And it's like, I might as well, because if I go and do the league SBC and then boom, I pack 3 players from a certain team, I'm going to mug myself off. So what we are going to do is we're going to go and do a bunch of silver upgrades, and then we'll show you guys the highlight. I guess I'll show you how many we do, and then I guess I'll show you the highlight. So we have managed to get ourselves 10 packs. So yeah, what we'll do is we will go and show you the highlights I managed to get from the 10 packs. Might as well open up the first one. And then you guys can see, I guess, how many good / expensive silvers can you get from a pool of 10 packs. And the first one we do manage to get ourselves silver rare. It's a Jamaican. We've got Miriappa, if I'm not wrong. I already have this guy. It's actually, I can't believe it's the first duplicate silver we have. The other guy kind of sucks. But yeah, of course I have one of him untradeable already. So can't really do too much with that, and that's going to be our first silver discarded. But yeah, from here onwards, you guys will see only, I guess, decent silver packs. They're still in the La Liga. Okay. Anything else in that pack? Hey, we actually get ourselves a decent silver pack right here. But yeah, it's decent, because this guy right here is 2.5k value, and this guy obviously I know is in the La Liga, so not bad, like a 3 to 4k silver pack right there. So yeah, happy days. Just YouTube it. I actually had the right back for that team as well, actually. I just remembered. You know, we'll actually open up the last 3, you know, we'll show you them live. They've been okay, these packs. I mean, we've had a few iffies. We've had a few ones where both players weren't actually playing for a league in the League SC. That's our second Montpellier centre-back as well. Not bad. And let's go and open the last one. And then what I'll do is I'll go and then build a few League SBCs. I'll probably just go through the classic ones, like the Liga NOS, where you go through like Porto and, what is it, Porto and Benfica and so on and so on. Not bad. Chinese League and another off league there to end off. So what we are going to go and do right now is we're going to go and complete a few League SBCs. So a little bit of a method to completing League SBCs, which I'd like to show you, is a way of basically sniping any player from that team, but for cheap. So basically to do this, it's basically like normal sniping, if you remember from previous, I guess, Road to Glories I've done, where you chill on the 5th, 9th minute and then keep comparing price and backing out. So basically I'm going to go through this one right now. I'm going to try and complete Leverkusen. I'm going to go Bundesliga Leverkusen. Now, although I guess people theoretically could say this is trading, I just call kind of sniping the players for SBCs. It's nothing too hardcore. So basically what you do is you get to the end here, And then actually you need to buy this player. And then what you do is you keep going compare price back out. And what this does is this refreshes the market. Now you can only do this if there are 1 or less players listed up over an hour. And again, what you'll continue to do is keep comparing price and backing out. And as you can see, this card's only just been listed. So it's basically a little bit of an alternative way of sniping. And it's just a really nice 59th minute way of sniping. So what we are going to be doing is, when building a few of these teams, we're just going to chill on that 59th minute, keep pressing compare price back out, and wait for, obviously, a plethora of players pick up. You know, especially teams with, like, Leverkusen, where, like, their CDM's non-rare, their right-back's non-rare, their centre-back's non-rare, their goalkeeper's non-rare. There's so many non-rares that very commonly will be packs and listed up for cheap. So that's what we want to do as we go and get the goalkeeper. So that's basically the play. That's how we're winning some of our teams. If you wonder, I guess, when I tell you how much I get the team for, if they're a little bit cheaper than what Footbin says. It's because, again, with a lot of these teams, you can just snipe you can snipe everyone from that team at the exact same time using said sniping filter, or method we're using right here. So we've gone and completed 4 of the Bundesliga League SBCs, all recommended by said Twitch chat. And yeah, we got some decent packs. We've got some prime electrums, we've got like some 25s, we've got some rare electrums, so it should be good fun. Start off here with the Wanda Bremen, which is the bottom team. Really, really cheap team. Obviously, you can see how many bronzes you're throwing in there and how many gold non-rares you're throwing in there. And yeah, it's obviously a cheapo team. It's probably like 4 or 5k for a prime electrum pack. You can't go wrong. Moving on to the next one's back out there. Moving on to the next team, which is going to be Leverkusen. Again, Leverkusen relatively cheap, probably about 6-7k for a 25k pack. Honestly, it's a risk-free punt. Moving on to the next pack, we got ourselves Frankfurt. Frankfurt, again, really, really cheap. You get Prime Electrum. Kind of costs too much more than probably, what, like 5-6k? It's a real cheap team. Again, all these non-rares, you know, very rarely will they be much more than the 400 coins. And we got the last one we've done, which is Dortmund. Again, another cheapo team. You know, the high rates, 1.1. 700. No, that was a bit of a rubbish one, because he's way more expensive than the others. But yeah, they're all discard. Probably again going to cost me about 6 to 7k right there for a rare Electrum, which, as we know, is relatively risk-free. So I guess we'll start off with the gold premium. We'll start off with the prime Electrum. This is the Wanda Bremen. That cost us about 5k. So will we get 5k back? We don't get a walkout. We don't get boards. We do get a gold rare. Mexican centre mid, going to be probably Guardado. I think it's the only rare. Or Herrera, actually. It was Herrera. There you go. With the likes of the golds, nothing too expensive. With the likes of the silvers, I mean, he can be used in the Championship SBC. He can be used in the Saudi SBC. Does he go for anything interesting? There goes to 2k right there. That's not bad. So yeah, not a bad first pack. Let's move on to the next one, which is the next prime Electrum. This pack again costs probably about 5-6k, so let's see what we're going to get. We get a walkout! Oh my! I'm pretty sure it's an inform, isn't it? No, it's a gold. It's Chilean, it's left wing, it's Alexis Sanchez. Not bad. 87? 87, not too bad. Now, I'm not going to lie, I don't know how much Alexis Sanchez goes off the top of my head. It's okay, walkout. I don't know if it's too expensive. Chilean, Alexis Sanchez. Helps if I type Alexian rather than Chilean. And he goes for the likes of 30k, not too bad. Let's see if we get anything else in there. Yeah, 30k from an Electrum pack obviously is absolutely amazing. Do we get any other high rate players? We get Hernandez. That's like another 7k right there. 7k, maybe like 4 or 5k, maybe that's a bit overstated. Probably another k on that. The likes of the silvers, nothing too much to even show out. We get Dicko right here. 5 for 8 Dicko. But yeah, not too amazing right there. I mean, sorry, not too amazing. Really good pack off that one. We move on to the next one right here, which is again pretty close to 7k. This will be in the Leverkusen pack, 25k pack. We don't get boards. Oh, sorry, we don't get walkout. We don't get boards. We get a Churches. Oof, nothing too amazing. Problem is as well, gold English players don't sell for anything anymore. We didn't get any anyway, so it doesn't matter. Move these both to the transfer list and crack underway the last one, the rare Electrum pack. Again, this would have cost us about 7k. Really, really good pack. 6 rare gold, 6 rare silvers, no walkout. Do get boards though. Would have been surprised if I didn't get boards. It is a gold. It's English. It's goalkeeper. It's Pickford. Could be better 83s out there. Let's see what else we get with Pickford. We get Waz. It's okay. Silver-wise, what we say. Oh, wow. Wow. I mean, literally got him for the Super League or SBC. Him for the Belgian Pro League. But yeah, it's kind of trash bronzes. But I can't complain off the back of having the Alexis Sanchez Hernandez packs. That's pretty decent. Probably going to garner about 30-40k profit off that set. What we're going to do right now, though, is, as you can see, we've now cleared up a little bit more room over on the transfer list. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill it back up with bronzes, doing a bunch more BPM. So we've gone and got ourselves a few more, well, another expensive player, and that is our good friend Fuchs. So we're going to call him to maintain being monetized. So, we've, well, by looks things, it's about 1.1, 1.2k, so not too shabby. Bear in mind we have a few other guys using the League SBCs, but yeah, it's been a little bit quiet. We haven't had anything too mad. Obviously, this guy can be using the Eredivisie, nothing to scream and shout about. This guy can get used in the Chinese League. Maybe something to scream and shout about. Well, it's another 600 coins. One thing I would say is because of the supply of these bronzes, they're a little bit lacking, so they fluctuate a little bit. So I'd never be too worried about listing them for exactly the cheapest on the game, because otherwise, yeah, otherwise you're kind of missing coins you could potentially make if you list them for a little bit higher. Because again, you know, three of those cards get bought, and he's, you know, another 300-400 coins, and that's extra money you can make. Now, I was looking through my comments in my current YouTube video, and someone asked me, can I dissect the packs, and to show you how I dissect the packs. So what I do is I'm going to go and open up 3 packs, and I'm going to show you what I keep and what I sell, and why I keep and why I sell them, and what I list them for. So, pack numero uno. See what we're going to get here. Hey, we get a rare. So, rares are something you always want to check the price of, because obviously, especially when they're using League SBC. So, I've actually very luckily got back-to-back really good players. Now, you can see right here, he's flooded for about 1.9. I'd very happily take 1.9. So, of course, that's player numero uno. Now, these players I'm really not going to touch. Now, I know that recently there's been Scottish foot swap, I don't know if it's still around, and the Scottish marquee matchup. So, I'm going to compare price on him. Now, I could actually try and sell him because we're anything past like 2-3 minutes where they're 200 coins. It's good to list them in my opinion, because if you like scroll straight away, maybe it'll work with this guy. And straight away, okay. I mean, I could probably try and sell him, but like straight away, let's say they're flooded for 200 coins, a bit like this guy, right? Like you can see there's 3 up to 2 minutes. It'll be a little bit harder. But if you go up to, let's say there's no cards that's up for 200 coins up to maybe 5 or 10 minutes, kind of shows that it'll be pretty easy to sell for a lazy buyer in 200 coins. So the players I'll mainly just look for players for League SBCs. So that's basically, you know, the Liga NOS, the Pro League. You know, there's so many League SBCs, it'd be a nightmare for me to count them. But you can check every player, especially if you're a little bit low on coins, because, you know, there might be a few players. A little bit like this guy. I've actually packed him previously. I think I tried to list him up because he was quite rare again. But yeah, what I do is if you're in no hurry for coins, if you've got, let's say, millions sitting around, only check the guys used for League SBCs and every single rare player. If you're in need for a fair bit of coins, just check every single player. So we're on to pack number 2. Boom, we get ourselves another rare player. We'll see what we're going to get. We're going to get like 3 1.5. It's not bad. Seeing he's flooded for 1.8 right there. One there for 1.6. So I'll try and sell him for about 1.7. Another really, really good pack. Again, I'm not going to check this guy because it's a Swedish league. We'll check him. And as you can see, this guy's kind of flooded for 200 coins in the first and second minute. So I probably wouldn't even try and sell him on if I had like a duplicate of him. What to do if there are a duplicate, look to see what they're going for. You know, if they're getting flooded in the market, probably just sell them. If they're, another thing is also actually transfer list management. Now, what I mean by this is, if you have, like, nothing on the transfer list, just list anything, you know? Whereas if you have, like, what I have right now, 91 items, I want to be a little bit more reluctant to what I list and what I don't list. We also get some fitness, obviously always sell the rare fitness. Now, you could sell the non-rare fitness, but as I said earlier, like, if you, Scottish League, South African in the Scottish League, interesting. But, yeah, what I said earlier is, like, it's also transfer list management, because if you're filling up with fitnesses, and therefore, you know, fitnesses, again, have a 1 in 5 in chance of selling every hour, but then there's also players that are near enough guaranteed to sell within the hour. You know, you want to be listing up those players, especially if you're going to end up discarding them, because those are wasted coins, whereas the fitnesses, again, have a lot lower chance of selling. So we're going to open this pack, I guess walk you through what I'm dissecting. And yeah, again, you can sell rare contracts, you can sell fitnesses, but I just find them too much of a pain to even want to sell. I personally, to try and be as efficient as possible, I will just sell the gold. So what do we get here? We get this guy. I know he's going to be used for the what's it called? MLS SBC. So 200 coins in him. Again, theoretically, I could keep them, but I won't really do the League SBCs until I get a few expensive silvers from them. And again, that guy's going to be flooded for 200 coins. There's no way how he's not going to be flooded, so I'll leave him. And again, both of these players are going to store in the club. So that's kind of how we're running the bronze pack method. What we'll do is we'll just skip to show you guys a few decent bronze deals I managed to get. And it mustn't be any more than like 3 packs until I did that little segment. There we go, we got ourselves a Javi Perez. Tried to roll the R there, sounded more like I was throwing up. But yeah, probably going to be able to get that 1.3, 1.4k for him. Not too bad, obviously 1.4k pays for like what? Between, I guess, the whole pack, maybe like 4 packs, which isn't too bad. Gold attributes again, if you're sitting low on coins, you can try and list them up. As you can see right there, though, they're not selling with 200. They're flooded on the market. I honestly am just gonna hold off them because they're not gonna sell consistently enough. And again, these non-rare fitness are way too flooded. You could try and sell them if you want, because in the end of the day, people are gonna need fitness. But yeah, if you're like me and you've got a few 100k sitting around, and you want to try and be as efficient as possible with them, you're just gonna get that all discarded and listed up. So there's that. On to the next decent bronze pack I managed to get. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to do something which I fully recommend you guys do because it's some really, really easy coins. And it's basically the Humble Beginnings. Now, the Humble Beginnings is the first part of every single icon SBC. You'll see it right here. Basically what it wants is exactly a bronze team, exactly 11 rares, and exactly 75 chemistry. So basically what that therefore wants is basically a team of 11 rares giving a little bit of chemistry. So for example, we've gone and done this one right here of Van Nistelrooy. Now you can do this for every icon and every single icon upgrade, which means I think there are 54 teams which you can complete this for. Now these teams generally cost no more than 3.3k. For a silver players pack is really decent. Of course that's 1 rare silver and 11 non-rares, but we know how expensive these silvers are for the League SBCs. Especially when you're doing a lot of bronze pack method and looking at these League SBCs. So it's a really, really good pickup. So I couldn't recommend you guys doing it enough. Now, how do you get the bronzes, you may ask? Now, I'll show you a filter in a sec. You'll be able to show you just before I do this. Hopefully, you can see the buy now that every single player is bought for 250 or 300. Now, you'll see that I don't buy players for 200. That is because it is way too awkward. And the filter that I therefore select, if I can speak English, is heading over to the transfer search thing. English would be brilliant to speak. But yeah, you basically want to put bronze quality on. Nation, you can set it to loads. So you can do this with Ireland, you can do this with Colombia, you can do this with Chile, you can do this with probably France, you can do it with loads of nations. But let's actually go and do it with Chile right now because I know Chile works. So basically the search filter that you put in is minimum buy now 250, maximum buy now 300. So the reason basically what you do is you put 250 coins. Now of course you're missing all the 1 to 200 when you do this. Now the reason for this is because of course, you know, doing a lot of bronze method, you know there are so many cards that set up for 200 coins. And therefore, if you only look for cards, if you look for cards for 200, there's so many more. But if you look for just above 200 at 250 and maximum buy now 300, you're looking at everyone who isn't listing cards up for minimum, which is literally cuts out like 1/2, 1/3, like cuts out so many players. And a lot of people again will list up their rares for about 250, 300. So what I'll do is I'll go search this right now. And if by magic, we'll scroll along and we'll see that someone's mass listed these cards for 300. And there you go, you can see the rares are already popping up. Now, what I'd recommend do is just buy 1 of each. Because you need 75 chemistry, of course you do need to get a few different positions, but you can get like 3 goal. You can get like probably like 5 goalkeepers as long as you have like the right back, striker, and all that lot. Because these guys are all going to get strong links to each other. So again, what you want to do is you want to scroll through and pick up all the different players. Here's another goalkeeper, and again, it doesn't matter there's another goalkeeper, and you need to go and pick him up. Now, of course, because I've just said about this, I may be getting trolled because people on my stream might be doing this. Because I say I highly recommend it because it's cheap teams. And there you go, you can go and pick this guy up. If someone in my stream didn't go and pick him up. Thank you very much. So, that is basically what we do. She scrolls to the 5th and 9th minute, picking up every one of... I mean, you can pick up multiple and put them on your champs list if you want. But, yeah, brilliant. But yeah, you can go and pick up multiple and throw them onto the champs list. And therefore, what you do, obviously, once you complete an SBC, you send them all back over to the club and complete them. But that is basically the plan of action. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go through loads and loads of different nations right now. Again, with the search criteria of 250 coins minimum bid. Minimum buy now, 300 coins maximum buy now, and just pick up loads and loads of rare bronzes and go through those icon humble beginning SBCs. So this is going to be the last of 5 SBCs we've done, and again, none of them costing any more than 3.3k. Probably you could average them, saying averaging costing just under 3, so probably about 2.9k, because we didn't manage to get a lot of the players for 2.9k. So what we do is we do have our 5 packs here. So what you got to bear in mind is they cost 3k a piece. So let's go and see what we get. Now I think the discard on these is honestly about 2.2k, which is decent. Probably just under 2.2k actually. But let's see what we get in pack number 1. Pack number 1, we do guys have Gosling. Okay, Gosling obviously was set for his Premier League SBC, Belgium SBC, Championship, Argentinian League if I'm not wrong. Yep, not bad. Country A SBC, Championship, MLS, Ligue 1, and yeah, not a bad start. Like basically half that pack's in for League SBCs now. Again, I'm relatively familiar with what is expensive and what isn't expensive, so I should be able to, you know, spot out obviously a super expensive player. So let's have a little gander. Moving on to pack numero 2, and it is a Murillo. So it's not actually good for anything. I think, is that Liga NOS? See the Liga NOS of the Portuguese league, which is bad if I didn't know. Yeah, it's Liga NOS. There you go. But yeah, Liga NOS, Mexican league, that can be used. None of that. Japanese league, Saudi league, the La Liga. Yeah, I was going to say unless they're relegated. And then we get this guy, which earlier I said it was in the Championship, but they're not quite in the Championship yet. I think they're in the Prem at the moment, but then they might be getting relegated. So, you know, I'm just obviously looking into the future. You know, think about future league SBCs. But there you go. Let's open number 3. Didn't actually let it open all up, but so we are going to get. We do get ourselves. Oh God, Blair, absolutely awful. Oh, Pog, here we go. Look at this guy right here. 7k. I say the SBC costs 3k in itself, and we've already got like 5k profit off that guy. Obviously, he can be using the Australian League SBC. I don't want to say he's worth a bit, but then you've also got Honda, who's a cam. Nope, that's another 1.5. Let's see what else we have. We got him, who can be using, obviously, the Derby SBC. Not an amazing amount of players other than him, but happy days. This guy can be using the Eredivisie SBC. Another 5k on that. Is that Eredivisie? It is. Banging. It's like a 11k pack right there. Say as I say, the humble beginnings are so good to do, especially as there's like 52 of them, because you've got all the main ones you can do, and then all the upgrades also have a humble beginning. But that's absolutely amazing from pack number 3. See how pack number 4 is going to roll out. It is going to be... Ooh, it's going to be a guy who can't be used. But hey, our main guy can be used last time. So, what the rest of the non-rares looking like? Oh my! Oh my, oh my. Look at this! Just printing money at this point. 17k on him. Absolutely amazing. Now, a bunch of these players actually can't be used. This guy can be used in, obviously, the Belgian Pro League. That's another, like, 700 coins on him. And this guy can probably be used in, like, a generic SBC, another 300. But not bad. Back-to-back packs, probably reigning in about 20k. Let's see what our third. Are we going to get back-to-back amazing La Liga packs? Let's see. And as I said, there are 52 of these you can do for 3k a piece. It's literally turning down. He's okay. I know he sells for about 500-600 coins, but not amazing. So we do get in the rest of that pack then. We do manage to get ourselves. I mean, you can be using the La Liga SBC. Obviously, he can be using the Championship. Not an amazing one to end it off, but not too bad. So that is that. Honestly, probably reaped ourselves about 40k profit off of those, which is absolutely amazing. As we, again, have another 45 of them to do over the next few days. I will complete them all over the next few days because they're, as you can see, insanely, almost good value for money and good time, you know, efficiency to open. But yeah, really good right there. The next thing you'll probably see is maybe a little bit more bronze pack method. So we're doing a little bit of BPM just because, of course, we've got a few spaces on the transfer list, of which you cannot see. And we got our friend Wilmont right here, which is a lost Englishman because he's in the old Caltray. But yeah, I do know that Udinese centre-backs are worth a little bit. So Wilmont is looking like probably what, like a 1.2, or very low 1.2. 1.2 right there for a, yeah, Caltray Englishman. I say, we call that lost, as I listen for 1-1. Nothing else really too good in that pack. Just thought I'd, you know, give you guys a little update that one we're doing a bit of BPM. And, yeah, 2 we're getting ourselves some decent players. Okay, so a few packs later, we actually get quite a nice one here. We've got 2 players who can be using the Bundesliga League SBC, and 1 guy we can use in the Prem. So, I guess we'll start with Prem matey right here, good old Kemp. Kemp is going for 500 coins. It's not bad, but, I mean, just Kemp himself is already making profit on that pack. Then move on to our second player, which is going to be Schultenbeck, which again is another 500 coins. Now, people may wonder, why don't I hold these for the League SBCs? Don't know, there isn't really a mad reason. I mean, if they go for 200 coins, I guess I'll keep them, but, you know, anything above that, I normally sell them on. Because if I want to do the League SBC, I'll just buy it, and there really aren't, I mean, the players I've just sold, there aren't from League SBCs where they're expensive. You know, like the Furberg one, which is where we sold that centre back from, honestly cost like 6k to do, so I'm honestly probably not going to be saving that much money by keeping hold on to him. And likewise for the other 2, you know, they're cheap SBCs. If it's maybe, let's say, for example, I don't know, maybe a more expensive SBC and we're completing the whole League SBCs, maybe then, but at the moment I'm really not planning on completing the whole League SBCs because there generally are probably about 100 profitable SBCs for me to do in the next 7 days, which, you know, should be quite easy. So, yeah, so we're just going to continue opening up bronze packs. We did get ourselves a rare fitness there. There you go, happy days. That pays for 2 packs and a little bit. So, yeah, that's that. What we'll do is, I guess we'll show you a few more of our decent bronze pools. We don't actually have too many spaces. We've got 5 spaces to fill up on the transfer list, but nonetheless, hopefully we'll have 1 or 2 decent bronze pools before we maybe crack underway with some SBC. So, we got ourselves another decent bronze pack right here. We got ourselves Menaces. Again, how do I know these players are worth anything? Just because they're from leagues with their own league SBC. So we got this guy, oh god, not really amazing. Probably going to send him up for 400 coins. I know there was one up for 400, but again, he should fluctuate in rarity. And of course, we've already had this guy. It's the 2nd time packing him this Road to Glory. And last time it was only 2.2k, but you'll see that these players do fluctuate. He's already up to what? 3.5k probably I can sell him for? Yeah, probably up to 3.5, so not bad. Now there might be, again, another one under 3.5, but you know, these, as you can see, these players are fluctuating in rarity. So not too bad, going to get us about 4k from that pack. Not too shabby. On to the next decent bronze pack. Another decent little bronze pack right here. We got ourselves to Zoko, who is going for a nice little 1.5k. So I'll take 1.4, we'll go a little bit less. And we also get ourselves some other players in this. We get this guy, not worth selling on. And we get Japanese matey right here, who again is not worth selling on, but not bad. 1.4k for that pack nonetheless. Onto the next one. We got a fair few more bronze packs in us, to be honest. So we are going to go and end off day 2, and what better way to end it off with some of the packs that we got some banging players out of earlier. So we've gone down 9 of the humble beginnings. I say there are 45 for you guys to go and complete because you can do all the the main icons, and on top of that, the upgrades. So, let's see what we're going to get. I mean, and well, I guess we'll also talk through how today's episode's been. So, in the first pack, we do manage to get ourselves a player who can be used in the La Liga. Let's see what else we get in that pack then. We do manage to get ourselves, yep, can be used in the Japanese League, another La Liga player, Scottish League SBC, Argentinian League. Nothing overly expensive, but again, a lot of players that can be used in League SBCs, which we'll go and sell on. So, day 2, how's it ended? Probably ended on about 350k if I was to go and sell everything. So, it's been a really decent play, you know, 350 for 2 days, obviously. So about 350 for 2 days ends up about probably about 1.5 million, which would be an insane result. Bear in mind, 0 trading and 0 rash investing. Now, in all fairness, there really hasn't been any rash investing to do over the days, but not bad. 4K silver right there. I know this thing used to be expensive last year, so if you wanted to check them out, 1.1k, nothing too much to skirmish about right there. This guy, yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw one earlier, but there you go. Not a bad pack right there, a few expensive players, but yeah, pretty decent episode 2. Of course, we are having less expensive SBCs. We've still got loads of League, still got loads of these upgrades, probably only done about quarter of the ones we can do, so we can still do an average of like 10 a day and we're looking good. Then this is an overly expensive silver. But yeah, I'd say what I would like you guys to do though is anything you guys don't understand, comment down below. So for example, I kind of walked through what I dissected in the bronze pack, and that's because on the day 1 episode, someone commented, can you go through bronze packs and you know, tell us what you keep and sell. Honestly, not an amazing pack. This guy, Pro League, Eredivisie. I actually got, yeah, I got a sentiment from there earlier who was 5k, but not an amazing pack right there. But yeah, so if there's anything you do not understand, do make sure to drop down below. Now, how is my opinion on this compared to trading, which is one of the main reasons we're doing this? Honestly, not that bad. You know, bronze pack method. Now, especially, I guess a lot of it is actually doing the SBCs rather than the BPM. I'd probably say maybe probably about 100, 120 of BPM, which hasn't been too bad. But yeah, so it's been surprisingly pretty decent. All right, let's see what we got in here then. 800 on that. This guy's got about another 600 if I'm not wrong. That's League 2. Argentinian League, don't think he's overly too good. Another K and a bit on him. Another K on that. Nothing too amazing on that pack. But yeah, it's been surprisingly pretty good. You know, I've quite, I mean, I say it's been enjoyable. You know, BPM hasn't been as strenuous as I thought it was. I quite like the system where currently what we're doing is we're going through, we're just basically filling up the chance list with 100 players, then we'll do some SBCs, and then, you know, we'll do some more bronze packs to fill up the transfer list and so on, which is decent, as we do get ourselves some very expensive character A players. This guy right here, about 4k, this guy should be about 2, wow, that guy's 4k, that guy's 4k, see how much this guy is, 700 coins, not bad, yeah, like probably a 10k pack off that. I'd say these are brilliant, these cost no more than 3.3k, the humble beginnings, you're trading in, you know, what is it, like 10 bronzes from 250 to 300 coins and you're getting these. So it's been decent. But yeah, I've been surprised with how well it's been. It's been more enjoyable than I thought it was. I thought it'd just be horribly grindy with the bronze packs. We haven't really done so many bronze packs, which hopefully has been 1, good content for you guys, and 2, a little bit more eye-opener. Now, I don't know if this video is really helping you guys in the long run too much, because in the long run, of course, you can't do the one-off SBCs over and over again. You know, you can only do these icons or these humble beginnings once. You know, I'm only really I'm not going to be doing probably the League SBCs over and over and over again. Now, via this system, I'll be able to see if it looks vouchable, because of course we'll get loads of silver upgrades. So I guess we might be able to do a League SBC more than once. But at the current rate, it's not looking like we are going to be like doing the capture rate over and over again, because honestly, as this method is, as you guys probably quite well know, it's, you know, you're picking up these bronzes over time. Not bad, 1k on that English J League goalkeeper. Another 1.9k in there, but yeah, you're picking up the players over time. I think it's a little bit more long-termy to complete League SBCs multiple times, but I guess again, you know, we are getting expensive silvers for League SBCs. It is going to make all these SBCs cheaper. The efficiency-wise, I think we're being pretty good with it. You know, for someone who's never done this real method before, I think hopefully we've been quite good with efficiency. So you haven't really been listing up bronze fitness, but that's again because I think they took too long. Oh god, not an amazing pack right there. Obviously, this guy can be using the championship. Is that what she wrote? And there you go, that guy in the Liga, and that was an awful penultimate pack, if I'm not wrong. I know. It's the tri-penult, I don't know if that's a word. But here, on to the penultimate pack right now. Let's see what we are going to get ourselves, and then we shall end off the video. We managed to get ourselves Wallet. Hey, this guy's about 2k. Yeah, Nürnberg, you need either a silver goalkeeper, a silver striker, silver CDO, or centre mid. There you go, show you right there. A nice little, probably 2-3k. This guy can be used in his League SBC, not too much, 300 coins. Nah, nothing too mad. Kike. There we go, they are in the La Liga this year. Actually, I think it's probably worth a few coins, but there you go. On to the last pack. yeah, it's been hopefully a decent episode too. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Again, hopefully I'm keeping a good mix of bronze spam method, league, SBC and silver content. You know, I'm trying to keep it mixed up, and I understand I guess it's kind of repetitive day after day after day, but when I can't do much trading, there are only so many options to do, you know, like bronze spam method and league SBCs are really your only tools of making coins when we're at this. With the last pack, just so I can walk through this and then I'll end off. There you go, 2k on that guy. Ooh, like 2.5k on that guy. But yes, this has done nothing but prove that the humble beginnings are definitely worth doing. There were 45 of these to do on the Icon SBCs, which is amazing. Now, let's say, that should hopefully roll off the episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Again, any questions, drop them down below and they probably will be answered on the next episode. Or I'll respond to you guys in the comments. Thank you very much for the support on episode 1. Episode 1's been absolutely amazing. As I'll make sure there are no gaps in this road to glory, because the last time it was a little bit falling apart due to that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with day 3 of 0 to 2 million in 7 days.